Year 12's the next issue on our agenda is spatial neglect. As we know from our video on the parietal lobe, one of the functions that it largely is responsible for is the perception of space. Damage to the parietal lobe, then, may result in spatial neglect. What is spatial neglect, then? Well, it's possibly best described as a phenomenon whereby an individual consistently ignores stimuli presented from one side of the body. Now, this is more than consciously deciding to block out somebody speaking or an annoying noise on either your left or right side. In spatial neglect, stimuli from one side of the body is systematically ignored. Some sufferers aren't even aware of their condition. Now, most often, the individual will neglect stimuli from the left side of their body, remembering that the left hemisphere of the brain controls the right side of the body and vice versa. Ignoring stimuli from the left side of the body means that the right hemisphere is mostly affected. That is, spatial neglect is most often the result of damage to the right parietal lobe. The consequences of spatial neglect can be considerable. For example, asking an individual with spatial neglect to draw you a clock or a house may result in something like this. In these situations, the individual is only aware of the right half of the object at hand. Sufferers may also only eat the right side of their dinner or acknowledge people on their right side. And this is because they simply are unaware of stimuli presented to their left. More than that, individuals with spatial neglect may even experience reconstructed memories. That is, they may only be able to remember the right side of memories that were encoded before they damaged their right parietal lobe, things that they saw fully at the time. So with that information at our disposal, this question from the 2013 VCAR exam seems fairly straightforward. It reads, before suffering a stroke, Bettina was a healthy 36-year-old woman. Since her stroke, she applies makeup to the right side of her face only. Bettina's behaviour since the stroke suggests that she has A. Spatial neglect, B. Broca's aphasia, C. Wernicke's aphasia, or D. Had split brain surgery. As I'm sure you can guess, the correct answer here is A. Spatial neglect. It is likely that Bettina's stroke affected her right parietal lobe, thereby resulting in spatial neglect. This means that she systematically ignores stimuli from the left side of her body, which explains why she only applies makeup to the right side of her face. In the next video, we will look at split brain. Keep working hard and have a psychedelic day.